Okay, I'm going to share with you a good technique for anchoring the distance or time ruler to the top of the visible area. So as you scroll around, you don't lose the ruler at the top, or if you pan left to right, you don't lose the ruler at the side. So let's quickly look at that technique. So to do that, we'll do the distance ruler first. On the central toolbar, if we look at these two objects, two buttons here, the bottom one is Insert Distance Diagram Object. Click on that, go onto the body of the diagram, draw a rectangle, say that we want this to be a distance scale, and this is going to be called Floating Distance Ruler. And so then we get the tabs down below which are identical to the ones in the distance ruler, and to make things easier we're going to steal some rows. We're going to copy one row. We can only do one row at once. Select the new one and paste to get the new row. Delete the one that was there, or adapt it. So we could double click on it, say we want the background to be white, so we want the font to be 8, this is why it's easier to steal one from one you've used before. We want something every 250 meters. What do we want? We want, press F8, choose a token. We can put a label up there, but not that it's going to be now we've got that, but it's just floating around, and as we scroll it's not going to do anything. But with it selected, the position tab lets us say inherit the view range, so it will fit the screen, but also to align it to the start of the visible cell area. So as we scroll, it will always be at the top of the visible cell area. So that's the absolutely key thing. We can, if we select that, we can also give it a layer. So we could turn it off if it's part of the time distance cell. So we can click on the time distance cell on the layers tab and say, well, we definitely don't want to print it, but we perhaps don't want to see it. So, so when you print it, but of course it's obscuring a bit of screen space. So if we do want to see tasks behind there, then we're going to need to change the start date and show a bit more time so that it's not hidden behind that ruler as we're editing it. So let's also do a time ruler just to complete it for you. So we're going to click on the third button from the bottom. We're going to draw a cell, and this is going to be a time scale. It's going to be a floating date zone. And this time it is worth stealing things from the left hand side, so we're going to copy them one by one and paste them. We're going to select that one and delete it because it's easier to steal them. Copy the month line, copy the week number line, and whilst we're here, give it the right layer, inherit the range from the cells, lock it to the start of the visible cell area. So then, when we scrolled down here, particularly the big diagram, we'll still be able to see that information. And again, it's going to obscure a bit of distance on the left, so we might have to increase the distance start amount and reduce that so we can see a bit more screen. So I also think it's very good to maybe copy and paste that view and call that print only, and then turn off these floating rulers and have the correct distance and time footprint. So it's a great technique for you, the editor, whilst you're scrolling around on the screen. Of course, it doubles it up generally on the left hand side, but if you just had an editing view, you could get rid of the one on the left hand side as well, so create more space. Great technique. Go for it, guys and gals.